From clicks to bricks, e-commerce company Brandless is opening its first pop-up shop in Los Angeles today. Brandless sells, if you watch Mornings with Maria, you would know this, food and household staples that cost $3 each, beauty items, by foregoing a so-called brand tax on its products. Joining me now is CEO and co-founder of Brandless, Tina Sharkey. Tina, in the intro, it said startup. I think you guys are beyond being a startup at this point. I mean, I think the American consumer is well acquainted with you, but why do this pop-up?
Well, I mean, we're our startup. We're only 9 months old, so if we were a baby, would that make us a toddler? I don't even think so. We'd just be crawling. And we're doing a pop-up with purpose here in LA because we really want to be with our community. We want to hang out with the people we serve, and we want to do live programming. We are doing Facebook Lives 3 times a day for the next 2 weeks, and we're engaging our community with the brand and the experience that we hope reflects their values and the things that they want to talk about and the things they can teach each other and learn. You actually can't even buy anything in our pop-up because everyone has our store in their pocket. We're at brandless.com, so we figure if we're going to hang out, we want to hang out with people who actually want to learn and share and live and love together.
Tina, have you done research, though, on your customer base or on potential consumers that they really do want that kind of personal experience trying to get to know you? Have you looked into that? And do you expect to do more pop-ups in other big cities?
So I'll answer the first one, which is that the research that we've done on our customers is to say that they're not our customers, they're our community. And as a community, we like to hang out with them. 67% of Americans actually want to work with a company that reflects their values, and they want to think about the ways in which their lifestyle and the way that they shop and the way that they live and the companies that they do business with reflect the values that they walk every single day. So what's been super fun is actually getting to meet the vegans of LA who came to hang out with us last night, or some of the people that we're doing lives with. But even though we're here in LA, we're really taking this pop-up around the country virtually because we'll be streaming it for the next 2 weeks on Facebook when we go live with all of the programming that we're doing there.
Did you say the vegans of LA? I know some vegans in LA, so
well, they might have been there last night. I hope you're coming out to hang out with them.
I will send you their way. But again, that is about building a community. It's a community for everybody. That's not that's not isolated, but that is very inclusive of all sorts of people. Tina, you spoke on a panel at the Milken Institute Global Conference yesterday about technology's impact on the future of food production. Tell us more about that.
Oh my gosh, it was fantastic. I mean, what's happening here at Milken in terms of documenting the future. I was on a panel with Dr. Oz, and the other panelists were talking about vertical farming and then preserving vegetables by basically spraying on them vegetable and water to create a layer of preservation and technology around them. We talked about building virtual communities. We talked about enabling consumer connections with companies, and others talked about apps and engagement. The technology that is transforming this food space to have more natural, more accessible, more sustainable, and more enriched and nutrient-rich foods is nothing short of remarkable.
Well, do you think that as Brandless that you have a leg up on the competition? Because that's really, and I bring up vegan, I'm a vegan, and I raise that issue because people want more information about where their food is coming from, and they don't want to have questions unanswered in terms of what's in, say, a can of soup.
Right. I would say that one of the things that is at the core of the Brandless experience is truth, trust, and transparency. So when you look at our labeling system, you don't have to look to see if it's vegan. You don't have to see if the olive oil is from Italy. It's right there on the front. And we try and find the most relevant things for every single product and present that as an easy, what we would call user interface to a consumer packaged good. And you can also go online at brandless.com and see more about that product, and then share recipes and share ideas of how to do that with your community. So there's so many aspects for the technology enablement. 1, the transparency, 2, the authenticity, but 3, the connectivity to other people who are sharing ideas and can collaborate virtually on vegan hacks and other things.
Right. Tina, great to see you, as always. Thank you for getting up so early. Tina Sharkey, Brandless.